Huffman, it is good to be back in the Natural Resources Committee hearing room. And thank you very much for allowing me to be here with you and to bring up my bill to rename the third power plant at the Grand Coulee Dam after two individuals who were instrumental in the construction and planning of the dam, Nathaniel Nat Washington, and as well as his son, Nathaniel Nat Washington Jr. And also thanks to Mr. McClintock for his work on this effort as well. As you know, the Grand Coulee Dam is the largest power station in the nation with a 6,809 megawatt generating capacity. The dam supplies an average of 21 billion kilowatt hours of clean, affordable, and reliable electricity to 11 states as well as Canada each year. Reservoirs from the dam are the backbone of the Columbia Basin Project, which supplies irrigation to 10,000 farms on over 671,000 acres of farmland in the Columbia Basin. In fact, the Grand Coulee Dam can truly be credited for establishing our way of life in Central Washington, transforming what would otherwise be an arid desert into one of the most productive agricultural regions of the country. While communities throughout the Pacific Northwest reap the benefits provided by Grand Coulee, most are unaware of how the dam came to be or how the work of a father and a son changed our region forever. In 1908, Nat Washington Sr., a descendant of President George Washington's family, left his home in Virginia and established a homestead along the Columbia River, not far from where the Grand Coulee Dam sits today. Shortly after arriving in Washington, Nat Sr. was elected as Grant County prosecutor and the first president of the Columbia River Dam Irrigation and Power District. In this role, Nat Sr. played a key role in the conception, approval, and construction of the Grand Coulee Dam. Nat Jr. shared his father's passion for public service. After earning his law degree from the University of Washington, Nat Washington Jr. also served as Grant County prosecutor, and later in the Washington State Legislature for 30 years. During that time, Nat Jr. was instrumental in the development of several hydropower projects across the region, including the Columbia Basin Project, which is the largest water reclamation project in the United States, providing nearly $2 billion in economic benefits to the region each and every year. Again, I would like to thank you, Chairman Huffman, and Ranking Member McClintock, as well as the rest of the members of the committee, for having me today, for allowing me to speak on this important bill, and to recognize the contributions of these gentlemen, renaming the third power plant at Grand Coulee Dam after both Nathaniel Washington Sr. and his son, Nathaniel Washington Jr., will help honor their legacy as pioneers of Northwest hydropower. So with that, Mr. Chairman, thank you, and I'll yield back the rest of my time.